we don't realize the ripple effect that we have sometimes. So I just came from Montclair St. University out in Jersey, Montclair University or whatever. There's a kid that came up to me, and when I was trying to lose weight, I was doing it for myself, right? And then I just put out a few videos, like a couple videos talking about it and speaking about it. The end goal of that wasn't really for everybody else. It was more for me. And if somebody took away something from me, it was great. But there was a kid who lost like 80 pounds from it. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck?
That's like half of me.
And there was another person too that was talking about how, like, I did this, I guess this kid actually went to a Q&A that I did a while back somewhere else, and then they took that advice and they came to this college to see me when I was in Jersey, and they weren't in college at the time, but they decided to go into film because of what I did. And I said, well, why did you go into film? He goes, it wasn't because like I'm a film guy. It was just more like that was something that I was passionate about, and I kept on trying to chase what everybody else thought that was good for me. I decided to do what I want to because of what you did. And I was like, oh shit, like we definitely do have this ripple effect sometimes. Like it's not going to reach everybody. But when it does reach somebody, it's very nice. Because when we give this advice too, it's because it's not because we know everything. It's just we understand what it's like to be in your shoe.
So basically, we're talking to our younger self.
Yes, 100%.
That's all it is. It's like a therapy session. Because it's almost like you said, like we're challenging ourselves, but we're just putting it out there.
And it's a reminder for us too.
And then it's almost like we're just documenting and journaling our thoughts out loud, like this whole talk. Like what I was thinking 5 years ago is not what I think today.
100%.
And then, but we just put it out there. We just put it out there, and people see the evolution or they see the change. And I think from that, it's kind of like an example of maybe if they were in that mindset too, what things can be. So like, let's say if you're 20 years old, right? And then you watch a video of mine of when I used to work, how I used to look, what I had, materialist, like success level wise, like if you just measure money wise or whatever, where I was at till where I am today, like they go, oh wow, it is possible, and I'm not that different from Joe. Joe was actually in a shittier place. He goes, maybe I can do it, right? And I mean, like, I think the byproduct is inspiration, but I'm not an inspiration seller. Like, we're not motivational speakers. We're not the Tony Robbins and things like that. Although I like those kind of things, but that's not who we are. We're just talking about life and just being who we are. So I don't know what the fuck we do, but whatever it is, sometimes the side effect, and it's a good side effect, is people get inspired by that. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome,
just like change through osmosis or something.
Like when we did the little workout clinic that you
that kung fu place you guys
Yo, that was crazy because I knew we were gonna get a bunch of people. Like I wasn't expecting how many people that were gonna be interested in coming out, because I'm not from that world, right? So I'm coming from a completely outside perspective, and like to see how much reach you guys have is one thing, but then to actually see it in person and to hear these people talk about how, like, man, I watch your videos every day, and they're like being emotional, and they're really like pouring their heart and soul out to you. And I'm sure it's the same thing with you too. I haven't seen it firsthand, but I'm sure it happens to you all the time, messages, DMs. But it's kind of crazy to see how people respond to you and how much information they take from a video you may put up that you may not think that is going to help anybody really, but you see it increases tenfold. And all the comments I see on your videos are like, oh my God, you helped me lose so much weight, blah, blah, you inspire me to do this. And to see it firsthand is like a completely different animal in itself. And I was sitting there with Jason while we were kind of fucking around, but like while we're hearing you talk and we hear everyone talk, like we were like, holy shit, this is a different animal completely. And to hear how much you guys impact these people in daily life, it's like your jaw drops. Like you really have no perspective.
Like I said, I get shocked by it too. You know, I get shocked even more when they're like, when a guy comes up to me or a girl, like there's this one dude, he came up, this guy was jacked. He goes, dude, you're my inspiration. I was like, dude, how fucking dare you look better than me, you son of a bitch.
You're like, you're my inspiration now. What the fuck?
You some muscles, huh?
Yeah, I was like, how dare you take my advice and then one up me, you son of a bitch. Go eat a fucking pie.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. All right, unsubscribe now.
What did you do? Let me take a couple of those real quick. You stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's another topic that we have to get into.